Okay. Okay, so good afternoon. Welcome to My Career, My Future Career Fair, Season 2. This is the third session for the day. And we are dealing with the industry area, transportation, distribution, and logistics. On the call today, we have Ms. Praise Otobo. She is a pilot at the International Aviation College in Ilorin. And then we have Mr. Emeka Chiazor. He's a marine superintendent with the Nigerian Ports Authority. So I'd like to say thank you for joining. Thank you for accepting to participate in this in our careers fair this year. This careers fair is being sponsored by Help Alliance, which is the CSR arm of the Lufthansa Airlines, and also we are being partnered with by Mapubi Foundation from Germany. So I'd like to thank our sponsors, and once again thank you to our professionals who are speaking with us this afternoon, and our students in the house. So can I hear from Ms. Praise? Mr. Chiazor? Hello?
Hi again. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay. I'm hoping Mr. Chiazor is there. So I'm just going to go straight into the session for today. So Ms. Praise Otobo, please would you mind introducing yourself? Tell us how you came into your role as a pilot, and or tell us what you do in your role as a pilot and how you got there.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you clearly. You're not loud enough, can't really hear you.
Okay, let me try. Let me increase the volume. Okay. Hello? Is this a bit better?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, the question was, can you tell us how you what you do in your role as a pilot and how you got into that role?
I still didn't quite hear you, yes, but I believe you're asking me to introduce myself, basically, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, yes, so my name is Praise Itiwoma Otobo. Yeah. I'm a graduate of Urban and Regional Planning from University of Lagos. And I've been flying since, I actually started flying 2019 till now. And I come from a family of pilots. Can you hear me clearly?
We can hear you very clearly.
Okay, good. Okay, so yes, I come from a family of pilots. My brother is a pilot. My dad he was flying for almost 5 decades. So
wow.
It's in the blood right now. So basically, I did my training here in Nigeria. I'm actually about to complete the final phase of my training, which is commercial. But for now, what I do is basically private flights. Carry myself, my friends, tour around Nigeria, and we just go from place to place. That's basically it.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
Hold on. So, and how are you enjoying it now?
How am I enjoying it? What's there not to love as far as I'm concerned, it's a beautiful thing having your office in the skies. You know, during university days, they will send you for IT. And it was during my IT that I realized I cannot work in an office. I was like, this is not for me. Even though I did my IT at an airline, I just couldn't still do the whole sitting down in an office for how many hours. I just couldn't do it. And I was like, this is what I've always wanted to do. I will not limit myself. So I'm just going to go for it. So that was how, and it's been good, you know, it's been very good. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we have Mr. Chiazor now. I saw he showed his face just a minute ago. Mr. Chiazor. Hello, Mr. Chiazor. He was there just a minute ago.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, okay. Now he's there. Okay, we can't hear you. No, we can't hear you. We can't hear anything. Technology.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay.
loud and clear. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Sorry for coming late. I actually had something I got to take care of.
Okay.
So what's happening?
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Nice. Yes. So as I was saying, I had introduced you earlier that you are a let me say it properly. You are a marine superintendent at the Nigerian Ports Authority. So
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you to introduce yourself a bit better. So what do you do in your role as a marine superintendent, and how did you get into that role?
Okay. First, let me introduce myself. Yeah, my name is Emeka Chiazor, and I've been working with the Nigerian Post since 2012. I came in pretty very young here, so I've gone through trainings. Maritime is very broad. Yeah, maritime is very broad, so there are different sections you can actually function in. So I came in, and I went through training. So I actually trained in Nigeria. Yeah, I trained in Maritime Academy of Nigeria.
Okay.
And I've been able to go through a lot of certifications. So I've actually served on board vessels for an extended period of time. Now, the role of a marine officer for now are kind of is office based. Is office based. So I kind of work with more or less with the stakeholders, the shipping agents. It depends on the role you are given at the time. Sometimes you have to go to the ships, you have to go to sea. Sometimes you actually have to. It depends on how your work schedule is. So that's how my role is. Then how I came into maritime, how federal government employees, they just employed and they just applied and they came in. So I've actually been given a lot of trainings, and I believe that's that.
Okay. So my next question then would be, and I'll start with you. Why is what you do important? So as a within the marine space, why is it important? And is it something you would ask young people to, or advise young people to aspire to?
Yes, definitely. I see the the career of a seafarer more or less as a career different from every other career.
As a what?
As a career different from every other career.
Okay.
It's a kind of career that many people are very much, but they're not privy of it. They don't really know much about what the seafarers do. When you tell somebody I'm a seafarer, and they're like, okay, what's that? What do you do? Okay, I work offshore, I work on ships. And they ask me questions like, what happens there? people are kind of very surprised when you tell them about your work, and they kind of ask you some very funny questions like, do you cook? Do you have food there? How do you eat? How do you sleep? All those kind of questions. But it's a wonderful career for the young ones, and primarily what trade is 80% carried by sea. You understand? So what is the plane is going to carry 100 times is what a ship will carry once. You understand? So movement of people, goods, services from one location to the other. I know it's slower, but if you look at the quantity of what you can actually carry at a particular time, it's quite bulky. So maritime transport, the career in marine in seafaring is actually very, very lucrative. I actually have a slide if you allow me to share it. So
yeah, sure. You're a co-host, so you can share.
When they want to. Okay, let me see. So can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be starting with okay, what is sea transportation? I said maritime transportation is the movement of people, goods, and services from one location to the other. Over sea, canal, lakes. So like I said earlier, the main transportation mode for global trade is ocean shipping. Around 80% of trade and goods are carried by sea. So as such, the ocean provides the main transport arteries for global trade. It's not just about the trade, it's about the world economy. It's not about world economy. So you transfer, So you carry a lot of things on the sea. You carry crude, you carry grains, you carry basically everything. So who is a seafarer? We say a sailor, a seaman, a mariner, a seafarer is a person who works aboard a watercraft as part of its crew. And they work in any of a number of different fields. There are different fields. It could be an engineer, it could be an ETO. ETO is not like
what's an ETO? Sorry. What's an ETO?
Is an electrical engineer.
Okay.
You can be an ETO, you can be, the way the ship is designed, for example. The way the ship is designed, you have different careers that can actually function in a particular ship. For example, now if you are carrying like a gas carrier, like the first picture you're seeing, this is an LNG vessel. This is used to carry liquefied natural gas. So if you are working on a vessel like this, you can have different people from different career fields working here. You have scientists, you have engineers, you get my point. And if you're working in container vessels, there are different kinds of careers that can actually function on board the ship. So careers, okay, I will divide the two most important the places that can actually function. We have the deck and the engineering department. So we have
the what?
Those ones are more work more on navigating the vessel,
Okay.
As in they are more. They function more in navigating the vessel, taking the vessel from one location to the other. You get my point? They're more like, let me see your car, the driver, when you drive your car.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what they do. Those are those that are called the tech departments. They work on board the control room for the ship navigation.
Okay.
So they kind of they are more like I wrote here. They're responsible for the safe navigation and operation of the vessel, both at sea and
in the port. Okay.
So career as a deck officer, So I need to be very quick, so I don't take time. So career as a officer for the young ones that just want to come in. These are the minimum requirements you need.
Okay, you're already going a bit far. Hold on. So you're going a bit far. Okay. Yeah. So we'll still come back to that part because I'm also going to ask. I also have the pilot on board. So Yeah, so I also want to, like you have said, how important marine transportation is. So I'd like to hear from her how, as in how important air transportation is. Why is it so important that she does that? So Miss Otobo.
Yes. Okay. I didn't know we were creating slides. You didn't tell me.
No. You didn't have to.
Okay.
Maybe you can stop share for now and then you bring it back after.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so for aviation, I'll begin to explain or to emphasize the importance of transportation of people, movement of goods and services. Now the most spectacular thing about aviation is the speed. That's the most spectacular thing about it. It is the fact that that you need bread freshly baked in Italy and you would get it in the Middle East, like within hours. For the people that like French bread.
Freshly bread. Freshly
I
baked
think
bread.
at this point in time, yeah, Emirates Airline is actually starting a new phase of delivery where you know how Uber Eats works, that you order from a restaurant and they send it on an Uber. Now Emirates is even starting that kind of thing.
Oh,
So
wow.
if you want food, something as simple as food now can be transported freshly made from your favorite restaurant abroad and then brought down here. So imagine the amount of planning that goes through that. Having food that will not spoil up till the time that it reaches you. Or do you want to talk about what exactly is happening in our country where rail is not safe? And need I mention even maritime if you're within the, what region is this now? The south region, traveling sea-wise, traveling by water, it's not necessarily the safest. So we all know that aviation itself is, or flight travel by flight is the safest. So having people that now what do I call it now, that manage the movement of people through the air cannot be overemphasized, because the watchword of our industry is safety. You cannot do anything that will compromise the safety of the pilots or the crew. You cannot do anything that will that would hamper the safety of your passengers on board and even of the aircraft. So there's an organization called the ICAO and IATA. These are regulatory bodies for our international regulatory bodies for the aviation field. They oversee aviation between international like between countries basically. And I don't think you can actually even function internationally as an airline if you are not registered or if you are not signed to the ICAO agreement. So basically it is providing that safety, that that this aircraft that you're getting on, whether it's a helicopter or a a tiny aircraft or a large jet, whatever it is, you can be rest assured that that the safety standards and practices were followed. So basically we provide you, we in this industry, we provide you safety, we provide you speed, we provide you efficiency. That's why we have to plan our things regularly. You can't just, I don't know, but honestly,
You can't hop on a plane like you hop on a bus.
you just can't. You can't. As in, I heard something. How many bus conductors learned how to drive before they started driving? How many bus drivers learned how to drive? But before you fly, before you man an aircraft, I can even, it's almost the same thing with ships. Well, I don't know how it works on ships though, but it's a very similar environment. You're working
Very
with a lot of
specialized.
machinery. What we tell you is that if you're a pilot in training, we'll tell you that look, that it is not your aircraft that is wrong. It is most likely you that is wrong. You know, you the human
error.
Called human error, yes. It is about 75%. That's the cost of about 75% of our mishaps and problems, you know. It's human error. So we're looking at it like, well, can you really exclude the human factor from aviation? You can't. Neither, you cannot remove humans from you cannot remove humans from this particular thing. So how best do we get ourselves to be more efficient, like the machines? So that's basically what we're doing and what we're offering. We're offering you safety, we're offering you speed, we're offering you efficiency, reliability, and those kind of things. Although, yes, we have our unforeseen circumstances that nobody ever wants to be in. Honestly, there's something we say that it's better to be on the ground and be wishing you are up there than to be up there and wishing you're on the ground.
Yes.
So that's basically it.
Yes. My husband was he was on his way to Uyo last week, and they had a very terrible weather condition. And he was like, this is the first he has heard where planes go missing, and he was like, this could have been one of those things, that because of the way the wind was blowing.
Honestly, you guys over-exaggerate all these things. Even us pilots, we don't want to get lost now. We too, we don't want to get lost.
But it was not. No, he wasn't saying it was because of the pilot, but because of the weather condition. You know, they had to stop in Port Harcourt and wait for a while before they could take off again. Because the weather condition, yes, the thunderstorm was really bad, and so they had to stop for a while. So yes, so that was the fear.
It's storm season right now, so there are bound to be a lot of those kind of experiences. You know, even for us, sometimes there was a particular flight that was in, and I started telling God that, God, just bring me down. If you bring me down, I will not go up again. Please.
You will not go up again, indeed. Haven't you gone up again since then?
Obviously. But yeah, sometimes, you know, it's also very tasking for us too sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so the next question then is for the benefit, because this is targeted at both juniors and seniors. So for the benefit of the juniors, when they're finishing GS3, going into senior secondary school, or even maybe technical college, as in because they have that option. Either they go into senior secondary school or they go into technical college. So what subjects would you advise that they take in senior secondary school?
Okay, so thank God for, you know, the revolutionizing of, sorry, I don't really need too much English in my profession, but thank God for the revolutionizing of our education system. And this is not to discourage anybody's, you know, plans or anything, but while I was training, I had people that hadn't even gone to university. Actually, we were 7 in the class and only 2 of us finished university. So the thing with flying is that it is an institution on